This video is for electricians and electrical companies who want to see exactly what an AI receptionist looks like for their business. I'm showing you a live demo right now, the ServiceTitan integration, how it works, and by the end, you'll know whether this is right for you with nothing held back. We're going to get through this in the next 5 minutes max, but first, let's quickly watch the demo.
Thanks for calling Spark Electrical Services. This is Sam. How can I help you today?
Hi there. So half the house has just lost power. It's literally just happened. Is someone there who can come and take a look?
That's a pain. Let's get that sorted. Well, thanks for reaching out. Can I get your name?
Yes, it's Taylor Swift.
All right, Taylor. For now, have a quick check that the main breaker hasn't been knocked. Sometimes it's just that. If that's not it, leave the panel alone and we'll come and find the cause. Well, the next thing is we're gonna get one of our electricians out to ya to take a look, but before I get that booked in, is it the whole property out or just part of it? And have you checked the neighbors have power? I'll pass this on to the electrician who comes to visit.
It's just our second floor, and I've got no idea with the neighbors.
Right, makes sense. That's helpful to know. And we can definitely help with that. Our team has been wiring homes and businesses in the local area for 12 years, handling everything from emergency callouts to full panel upgrades, EV chargers, and rewires. We've got a 4.8 star rating on Google and Yelp, and getting your home safe and powered is what we do. In terms of half the house being out, we want to get an electrician out to ya quickly. What's the address we're coming out to?
That would be 29 Willow Way.
I've got these times open for today, 6 p.m., 7 p.m.,
I can't
or
do
8
today,
p.m.
actually. Do you have a time tomorrow around 11 o'clock in the morning or earlier?
Yep, we do. For tomorrow, I've got 7:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. available. Would either of those work for you?
Yeah, let's do the early one, please.
Perfect. You're down for 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. And the best number to reach you on?
316-993-1662.
Last thing, can I grab your email for the booking
I
confirmation?
prefer not to share my email.
Great. You're all sorted for 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. Is there anything else before I let you go?
No, that's great. Thanks for your help. And as you can see, Taylor Swift has been booked in for 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then this would be linked directly into your CRM. Doesn't matter what CRM you're currently using. As you can see from the call, the caller rang, and when the front desk didn't pick up on the fourth ring, the agent answered. It went back and forth with the customer, collected their details, gave them some social proof, and booked them straight into an appointment. You can see the appointment then landed on the calendar, and we then send this appointment and the lead information straight into your CRM with something called a webhook. And not to worry, we handle all of the integration across every CRM. This is a very straightforward process, and once that's booked in, we also have an automation set up so that you as the business owner or your team get a confirmation text of the scheduling, as well as the customer getting a confirmation of the booking too. Every business runs their flow slightly differently, and a big benefit of working with us directly is we can customize this for you however you like. So if you want more text, less text, you want emails, whatever it is, we can customize it in the setup. Now, if you've watched this and want to have a real chat about getting this set up for your business so that whenever anyone on your team can't answer the phone, you can still schedule this job, click the link in the description down below. Now let's jump into what else this agent is able to do. So the agent we built does 4 things really well. Firstly, it answers every single call that comes in after 4 rings. It doesn't matter if it's the middle of the day, if it's late at night, or on the weekend, the call gets picked up. It has a real conversation with the homeowner. It figures out what the job is and it gets it booked into your CRM before the call ends. And on top of that, you'll have noticed that the agent on that call asks a couple of questions up front. You may have your own specific questions that you always want to ask every caller, and we can train the agent to ask exactly those every single time. Second is that every web inquiry that comes through, whether that's your website form, a Facebook ad, or a Google form, or anywhere else, it's going to get called back automatically within 30 seconds. So if someone fills in your booking form on your website, they're getting a call back from the virtual receptionist before they've had a chance to type in the next electrician's number into Google. This means you book a lot more jobs. Third is that everything gets put straight into your CRM directly so you can track everything. So the job gets created, the customer gets an update, the calendar slot gets made, and the confirmation actually goes out to the homeowner as well as you as the business owner. So there's nothing that your office or your dispatch has to do manually. It all just happens in the background. And lastly, you can also have your own dedicated number that handles texts as well as calls if you'd like. Homeowners text as much as they call these days, and this thing is able to handle both. So your team can still grab the call live if they're around, and it only steps in when no one's available to actually pick up the phone. So here's what's actually going on out there. Around 35% of electrical service calls come in during the evenings and weekends, and these aren't casual inquiries. Think about what's actually driving that call. Half the house has just lost power on a Sunday afternoon, and the homeowner has no idea it's a fuse, a failed circuit, or if it's something to do in the panel. They're worried, they want an electrician today, not tomorrow, so they start ringing down their search results. And they're not calling just one company. They're calling 3, 4, 5, and whoever picks up is the one who gets the job. Not whoever has the best website, not whoever has the most reviews, just whoever actually answers. So if you're on a job or you've knocked off for the day, you're not answering, and that call out is gone before you even knew it was there. And so this is where the 30-second callback completely changes the call out game. The research on this is really clear. You're 21 times more likely to win a lead if you respond within 5 minutes versus 30 minutes. 21 times, not slightly better, not twice as likely, but 21 times. When something's gone wrong electrically, homeowners are anxious, they want someone out fast, they're ringing multiple companies at once, and the first company that responds confidently and books something in is the one that wins the job. So speed is the real differentiator here, not price, not reputation, just speed, and this does it in 30 seconds or less. Now, on the integration side of things, we work with all the major platforms used in the electrical space. So that's ServiceTitan, Jobber, House Call Pro, Service Fusion, Field Edge, Field Pulse, ServiceMate, Build Ops, Service Trade, Razor Sync, and a few others as well. Whatever you're already running, the jobs go into it exactly where they need to, and your team's workflow doesn't have to change at all. We also offer a 30-day guarantee on this, so if you don't get a single job booked in the first 30 days, you can get a full refund. We put this in writing. Honestly, we've never actually had to use it, but we include it because you shouldn't have to take this on trust alone. The results should speak for themselves, and if they don't, you don't pay. And one thing worth being really clear on, you're not building any of this yourself. You're not designing the agent. You're not writing prompts. You're not setting up the integrations. You're not touching a single piece of software. We know you don't want to, and you just get to hop on a couple of calls with us. We ask you everything we need to know about your business, and then we go away and build the entire thing end to end and integrate it properly into your CRM. Honestly, that's the main reason that businesses come to us rather than trying to put one of these together themselves with all the AI tools that are floating around today. Because yeah, of course the tools are out there, but actually building an agent that holds a real conversation, integrates cleanly with your CRM, and is reliable enough to put on real customer calls every single day is a completely different job. We do all of that for you so you don't have to think about it. The whole thing takes around 17 days from kickoff to going live. The first call is about an hour where we talk through your different job types, how your CRM is structured, how you want urgent calls handled differently from routine inquiries, all of that. Then we take about 10 days to build everything out, and we get a week to test it yourself. You call the number yourself, you throw scenarios at it, you confirm that the entries are landing in your CRM cleanly, and then we flip it live. After launch, you've got direct access to us. So if there's a call type that's not getting handled quite right, or a field in your CRM that's not mapping the way you want it to, or anything just isn't quite right, you can reach out to us and we will fix it. There's no support queue, there's no system. There's just a direct line to us so that you can get a quick turnaround, and that doesn't go away once you're live. We are always here to support you directly. I'm Harry, I run Voice Install. We build AI voice systems for electrical companies and trades companies. There's a setup, a small monthly that goes on, but there's no lock-ins. So if after hours calls have been costing you jobs and you've been meaning to fix it, the link's in the description down below. Book a call and we'll show you exactly what's slipping through and how we can close that gap for you by building an AI receptionist that's able to answer every single call and get every single job booked in. When you book every lead into an appointment, you can make a lot more money for your business. And if that's something that you want to have set up, click the link down below to schedule a call. I look forward to catching you on the next one.